Welcome, everybody, to the Hiveswap Friendsim Simulator. Welcome, everybody, back to Hiveswap Friendsim Simulator. My name is Brotimus. Last time we had Gallic. That was a great old rompus of a time. Now we're going on to, I believe her name is Tirona. Their name is Tirona. The teal blood in here. Some people were saying that there is a way to go back because I actually skipped a couple of frames, or a couple of speech bubbles, last time. I'm going to test that this time because someone said like the scroll wheel can do that. And then, also that Gallic totally did give me his name. And I was so caught up in the moment that I just like completely forgot that he did the literal, like the first thing he says to us is like, hello, my name is Galaxy. Like the first thing he says. I just completely forgot about that. But we're moving on to the teal blood. That's right. I have a headache. All this, well, yeah, Tirona Kasund. Look at this little thing. Look at this horrific little creature. Oh man. Okay. Let's dive right in to today's episode of Hiveswap Friendsim Simulator. So, here you are, in jail. How the fuck did I get here? You always knew you would end up here eventually, but you were expecting a human jail, not this. Why was I expecting a human jail? It all happened so fast. You were waltzing down another Alternian street in search of friends when you heard the telltale sound of machinery behind you, and before you could escape, some giant metal drone with a rocket ass scooped you up and flew away with you. Oh, good. You were honestly surprised that the drone didn't execute you on sight. They've tried to do that before, after all. Yeah, that's true. Why am I not dead? Perhaps your numerous shenanigans have grown so vast and ridiculous, someone wants to see you in person before you die. If only you have the chance, or if only to have the chance to ask you what the fuck. I feel like that should be like in quotes, at least like single quotes. In any case, you aren't complaining. Not about being brought in alive, at least. You have plenty of other things to complain about, though. This cell sucks. Let's look at this. This is horrible. It's hard and cold and full of this gross-looking moss that could probably kill you since everything else on this planet sure can. There's a couple of patchwork holes in the back wall of your cell, which aren't enough to wriggle your way out through, but are enough to let in the light from outside. You've been in here since a few hours before dawn, and now it's midday, which means scorching rays of sunlight are streaming their way into your cell and forcing you to dart around to the shadiest spots as the sun makes its way across the sky. Oh, good. As if that weren't enough, it's also hammering rain outside, which really isn't doing much to stymie the sunlight, and you think the rain might be acidic too? Fun! Oh, this is just a good old-fashioned shit show. Intermingled with the rain, you've been hearing some sounds coming from other rooms. Interrogations, maybe? Torture? Whatever it is, you are not a fan. And would somebody please fix the leak in the roof? If you have to listen to one more drop of water exploding onto the floor like a nuclear fucking bomb, your shit is going to take an extended sabbatical from the handle. Okay. To conclude, it's not great. You'd like out. Oh, you would like out. Right now, preferably. Now? Alright, here, let's test it. Oh! Yeah, if I scroll wheel up, I go back. Oh, man! This is phenomenal information. Now? Oh, god damn it. You were hoping that someone would conveniently appear in time with your internal monologue, but no such luck. Oh, okay. Okay, woo, there she is. This is... I don't know what I'm expecting. I don't know what to expect from this. Let's go, I guess. Your new savior is small, probably the smallest troll you've met so far, with the possible exception of Amnesia, and she looks about as young as Amnesia as well. Great. She's got wild pigtails sprouting from her head and a twitchy look in her eye, like she's going to start sprinting the second she hears a sound. She opens your cell door with a creak and gestures down the hallway with a quick jerk of her head. That's a lot of threes. Okay, I had a voice for Tirona. I don't know how great it's gonna be.
Come on, with me now. Quickly. Head down, keep quiet, no asking questions.
Ask questions or follow her? I mean, she said no questions, so let's just follow her. You follow her down the hallway, keeping quiet as instructed, even though you have so many questions you want to ask her. Questions like what her name is, or thank you, or where you are, or why they haven't fixed the fucking leak in the roof. Instead, you just hurry closely behind as she takes you to a stairwell in the back of the building and up multiple flights of stairs. Peeking out the window of each door you passed, you see what seems to be an evidence locker, and then a row of tightly packed cubicles, and then a long winding hallway. This is where she opens the door and ushers you through. The hallway is full of electronically locked doors with troll signs on them, the overwhelming majority of which are teal. Okay, interesting. Wait, hang on, no. I guess that makes sense, like, teal trolls would run, like, the prison system, right? If they're, like, lawyers and peacekeepers, it would make sense that they run the prison system, too, right? Trying to build a prison for you and me to live in. The only other presence here seems to be automated cleaning robots. You are unsurprised to see that troll Roombas come with their knives pre-attached. Ha! That's great. She punches a series of numbers and letters into a keypad beside one of the doors, bearing her sign and a name, and then slips inside, and you follow.
Whew, here we are, my hive away from Hive. You can be a bit louder now, but no shouting. That'd just be weird as hell, buddy.
Okay.
Oh, and my name's Tirona, by the way.
This one we got a name. If we got a name last time too, I was just too stupid to realize it. But Tirona gave me her name too. You politely refrain from shouting as you introduce yourself to her. Tirona pulls up a chair and sits down at her husk top, tapping some keys.
So, what we're gonna do here is I'm just going to go ahead and access your files in our system. Shouldn't be too hard to find since you're a weird alien and, yep, here we go, that's what we're looking for. Time to make a few edits.
Okay. She leans in, fingers flying quickly over the keys. She's absurdly fast on a keyboard, her eyes darting back and forth across the screen.
Now, normally I wouldn't pull anything this risky, and I certainly wouldn't be helping out a criminal, but I have it on a good source that you're not the kind of person we should be letting rot in a cell, or worse. Right now, you're in the system on a lot of weird and serious offenses.
It's kind of like Cuprum. It's not great, but I'm sticking with it.
But you and I,
we know. We know
the only thing you're really guilty of is trying to keep your head and shoulders attached, yeah? Just gonna click here, delete a few things, and there we go, you're clean.
Wow, just like that, huh? Okay. You thank her profusely and even begin to consider groveling at her feet, but she cuts you off.
Listen, I'm just doing the grunt work for you. Wasn't really my decision to spring you. Let's just say, you and I have a mutual friend, wink wink, nudge nudge, wink wonk. I run errands for him sometimes in exchange for information, and I just happened to be pulling an all-dayer over here. Anyways, I was in the right place at the right time.
This mutual friend of yours sounds like a dead ringer from Malik. Wow, knowing a cerulean in high places is already paying some great dividends. It's Zebra, right? It's gotta be Zebra. Is it? That's gonna be I don't know. We'll find out. Hopefully we'll find out. It beats our data, at least. All you got from her was some really weird DMs on Shitter from her stream followers. Anyway, speaking of being in the right place, what is this place anyway? I mean, it's a prison.
This place is, well, it's a lot of things. Jail and courthouse and office and a whole lot more. Basically, if you're a teal looking to learn how to do teal things, this is where you go for a hands-on internmentship.
I had to translate that one.
Most of it is law-related, of course, but there's a couple of semi-related fields for the go-getters looking to do something a little different.
This is... Oh, man, this is really hard to read for me.
Like me. Yep, I bet you're just dying to know what I get up to in these hallowed halls, don't you? Surely a brilliant mind like Miss Kasund is doing some real important work here, is what I bet you're thinking, and you are absolutely correct, my friend. Feast your gander bulbs on this!
Hang on. Time out. Flag on the play. Traveling. I just realized also that, like, so she has 2 3s in place of 1 E. She has 3 pigtails. She has 3 sparkles in her eyes. She has 3 teeth on the top and bottom. My brain is having a hard time comprehending this. A few clicks of the wriggly, bulbous mouse, and her husk top loads up several images. You glance at the screen, and the recognition center in your brain goes haywire with dopamine. Alien culture or not, you know memes when you see them. God, you missed memes. Memes? Really? That's where we're going with this?
Check it out. They're a little corny, but I know Triz is gonna love them. She's a real sucker for this kind of thing.
One of them is an image macro featuring Trizza doing her makeup with the caption, "Trizza's so hot, rebels are so not." Ooh. Another seems to feature troll brains, at least you hope those are brains, of varying sizes and hemocolors. Being a rebel is a small maroon brain, sympathizing with rebels is the medium-sized olive brain, and worshipping Trizza is the giant purple brain. Okay.
Oh, these ones will be going up on the web soon, but for now I've got plenty other memes circulating. See, I made a bunch of fake Chitter accounts. I got some techie troll to automate them for me. He was hyped about the
excitement nub.
Well, the excitement nub to do some work on Triz's behalf, I tell you. Some of these accounts just pretend to be regular trolls, and others are best jokes nightly, big, funny, relatable laugh humor, you know? They're racking up the follows as we speak.
And the point of them is to put these Trizza memes out there?
That's how you get them. You start with a couple of innocuous jokes and cute Purbies pics, and then bam, suddenly you're spreading the good word of the Empire. And everyone accepts it because your Chitter account is so funny and hip.
Ooh. Okay, so we're getting into some weird propagandal shit.
I call it memaganda. It's gonna be the next big thing, I tell you.
It does seem like a pretty clever way of spreading propaganda. I mean, it works today. Really effective on today's modern youth. It also deeply unnerves you, but you leave that part out. There's just something wrong about memes being used for evil. Dude, they're innocent memes. How dare you?
Thank you. Glad someone appreciates all the hard work I'm doing here instead of just brushing me off. I've had to do a lot of overtime putting out propaganda for the Empire lately, just between you and me. Although this ain't exactly much of a secret anymore. There's talk of a rebellion brewing, like a real, actual, big-scale one, instead of a bunch of highbloods getting paranoid because of Burgundy looked at them funny. It's pretty scary, actually, and I hope I won't get swept up in all of it if something nasty breaks out.
I'm curious. I have to get a drink of water. I've had the water here because I had the idea for Tirona to begin with, and I knew it was going to wreck my throat. But if this is going the way that it might go, we're going to have like a full-scale rebellion coming up here. And they'll lose, because if this leads into Homestuck, they don't win. Yeah, that's the vibe you've been getting. You're about to ask for more info about this rebellion when she cuts you off and keeps rambling on. Seems like she's got a lot to say. You get the impression that nobody else here listens to her, possibly because she's still so young compared to most of them, but saving you from a jail cell is a good way to get you to pay attention.
But here's the thing, despite being a whole lot of potential trouble, but it's also a great opportunity to show the Empire just how invaluable my skill set will be for them. See, I've got it all planned out. First, I need to prove to Trizza how useful and clever I am and how helpful I can be for her regime. Then, when Trizza comes of age, she'll dethrone the current Empress and take her place. Most trolls just love Trizza, and those who don't are gonna get themselves cold real quick, so I'm sure she'll have plenty of support when the time comes for their duel.
Holy crap.
Once she's in full power, I snag myself a nice position as her propaganda minister, and if I'm real lucky, I can wheedle my way into being assistant to His Honorable Tyranny himself.
His Honorable Tyranny? You don't think you've heard of this guy before. You assume he's a particularly high-ranking troll in the legislative process? Perhaps.
Oh no, he's just a fuck-off huge monster who passes judgment on criminals by eating them, or eating anyone who bugs him, really. He presides over particularly noteworthy trials, especially at the Extreme Court.
In retrospect, you should have known. If monsters can be parents, they can surely be judges too. But what exactly is the appeal here?
Who wouldn't want to be big and handsome and strong enough to devour anyone who annoys you? It's the perfect life, I tell ya!
Fair, I guess.
As it stands, since I can't be him, I can at least be his best buddy and most perfect little helper.
Oh, God, this is getting weird, man.
And besides, doing all the behind-the-scenes work is a lot safer than trying to actually hunt down and prosecute criminals, I tell you that much. I mean, yeah, he might eat me, but that's just a normal workplace safety hazard, really nothing I can't handle.
She really doesn't have it all planned out, doesn't she? You're impressed? Am I impressed? I'm unnerved is what I am.
Thank you. But I can't do it all alone. I'm gonna need some help along the way. A very talented and clever associate or two. I bet you know who I'm talking about.
Her Lucis? Her classmates?
No, dummy, she's... Here I'm trying to butter you up, and it flies right over your think pan. I'm talking about you!
No, not me!
I need your help! And I think after bailing you out of that jam, I've earned it, wouldn't you say? The old I rake my claws down your back, and you rake yours down mine dealy, you know?
Petroleums are still as inscrutable as ever, but you do know a thing or two about claws, and about helping people to earn their good graces. What's she need? Not this! No, I am not okay with this.
You ever hear the old adage, teals talk? And well, a lot of teals have been talking about the strange alien going around getting all buddy-buddy with the cast. With the cast, The way I see it, someone like that might just know how to get me into their office and dig up some dirt on them and their potential rebel connections.
No! What are you doing? Want your bone? Here. Here's your bone. Go play. Sorry, my dog.
I keep saying they should start shelling out for Afghanistan tech, but nobody ever listens to me. No way, no how. A regular old password system ought to be enough, right? Ha! They wish. Yeah, they really wish those locks were as secure as they think they are. You can figure out the code's no problem, I'm sure. What do you say, pal? How's about you help me help the Empire root out that rebel scum?
Oof. You're not particularly keen on betraying your friends, but you do owe Tirona a favor now, and you'd love to make another pal while you're at it. There's got to be some way you can maneuver your way out of this mess. That's with water. You tell her, sure, you'll offer her some help. If you're going to hit up someone's office, it should be Tagora, Tyzius, or Tagiri. Oh man, if you're going to hit up someone's office, it should be... Wow. I guess we'll go with Tagiri. Because, like, Gorgor... Oh man, Gorgor will kill me on sight. Tyzius is an actual rebel. I don't want to sell her out. Oh man. Tagiri is all for the Empire, though. So, like, if we go to Tagiri's, then it's like, look, there's no rebel faction here. But if we run into Polypa, that's the problem. Oh, let's go with Tagiri. After mulling it over for a while, you decide Tagiri is the safest choice. Sure, he's the guy with the sword, but he's also by far the least likely to harbor rebel sympathies, so you won't be getting anyone in trouble here.
Yeah, Tagiri. Now that's an interesting choice, I tell you what. He's always sucking up to the purples and trying to make himself look all cool and knowledgeable about law stuff.
You already know about him?
So you think he'd be clean about, but maybe, just maybe, it's all a front. I'm working on a video about rebel sympathizers right now, actually, and that's one of my big bold points that I go over, how sometimes the guy trying too hard to look like he's on the level is actually as far off the level as it gets. So yeah, let's see what this guy is hiding, why don't we?
Moseying on over to his door, you consider... Oh wait, hang on, Tirona's a guy? Moseying on over to his door, you consider the keypad. This shouldn't be a hard password to guess. It's got to be the name... Oh, we're going to Tagiri. I'm an idiot. It's got to be the same name of one of his favorite animes, right? You punch one in and... Nope, a buzzer sounds. You try another... Nada. But to your delight, the door clicks and begins to slide open after the third anime title. You glance over your shoulder to see Tirona beaming at you from right behind you, then turn back to the door and... Yikes! A katana comes swinging out towards you on a wire, and you narrowly dive out of the way before it connects, crashing into the floor in the process. You groan and stagger back to your feet and hear a familiar voice sounding from a speaker in Tagiri's room.
Foolish evildoer! Did you really think it would be that simple? You've fallen for my trap!
You've activated my trap card.
Excuse me, you've activated my trap card. Your 3 pitiful guesses were all it took to seal your doom. Not that it's going to do you any good while you bleed out on the floor. Sayonara, trespasser.
The message seems to cut off there, but then there's some muffled sounds, like a microphone being moved.
What do you think, Tadashi? It's going to look so cool when I show it off to my colleagues.
You breathe a sigh of relief. That katana was aiming right at your head. You almost got skewered. Talk about a close one, right, Tirona? Tirona? Shit. Damn it. Okay. Alright. Okay. I mean, okay. Alright, we're gonna go to Gorgor next. I guess we'll see how that goes. There's so many ways I can fuck this up. And I don't know, man. We're gonna follow her again. Get out of here, mouse. Oh, excuse me. Come on, let's go. Let's do it faster. Yeah, okay. Let's try Gorgor. And see how that goes. I guess we'll just try the Tyzius after that and see how it goes. This might be a long fucking episode.
Oh yeah, that's a good idea. He's real smart and a good talker, and he's always got the latest gossip, so you'd think he'd be that kind of guy. But he's also just such a sleaze, like a real creepster. Not to mention he charges out of the sniff tube for all his info. No thanks, I'll handle it myself. Oh, but imagine the scandals if he turned out to be a rebel all along. I really hope we find something on him here.
Oh boy. After some elite hacking, that is, punching his wriggling day into the keypad, the door to his office clicks open. The two of you slip inside and you glance around. You're immediately reminded of his hive, almost eerily reminded of it, in fact. Oh, I see. We're all in the same building. It's just different offices. Oh, I got it now. Okay, I'm an idiot. I'm so dumb. Didn't he just order copies of all the same minimalist aesthetic furniture and have them sent to his office? That's... Well, you don't know exactly what that is, but it's certainly impressive.
You know, I'm not so sure if that faces regulation. Take a picture of it just in case, will you?
Sure thing, and if you happen to accidentally delete the picture later, well... Actually, you have accidentally deleted a bunch of pictures before. Figuring out your troll phone has been an ordeal. You line up your comment to take a shot and... Oh, fuck. As you're about to press the button, your phone received an incoming call from someone, and you ended up hitting the answer call button instead. Now you're going to be trapped in a social encounter that you weren't meant to be prepared for. No! Wait, it's just Tagora. That's no problem at all. He's gregarious and easy to talk to, and you're standing in his office. Fuck! Again. Throwing on fucking Tirona's face! Throwing on your most practiced, everything is perfectly fine expression. And you try to angle the camera so he can't tell where you are. My apologies for bothering you on such short notice. I recently learned through the grapevine that you may have been responsible for certain changes in Zagizi's attitude as of late. I thought it might be prudent to let you know that... Wait, is that my office? Did you break into my office? God, no. No, God, no. This is not his office. Just, an office that coincidentally happens to look exactly like this. His face has been frozen mid-smile, and now it slowly seems to twist until the smile doesn't look nearly as friendly or genuine as it did a moment ago. He starts to laugh, little raspy chuckles under his breath. I see. More the fool was I to ever believe I could trust a fellow liar. Is this Galac's work? No, it can't be. He doesn't do that kind of subterfuge. It is all just a game to you. Yes, that must be it, of course it was. Of course it was. You're not here to make friends. What? No, that's exactly what we're here to do! The bills I so graciously forewent for your sake. Ha! Well, no matter. You can expect a very hefty invoice to arrive via email as soon as I finish typing this up. No, please, no, it doesn't have to end this way. You were just trying to secure another friendship. He knows how it goes, right? Saying you're doing anything for a bit of social gain? Oh, but of course. And I'd be very happy to continue our business relationship in the future. Once I have been reimbursed in full for my time and expenditures. Farewell. He ends the call and his face disappears. The friendly little whew sound that Gripe makes cannot possibly underscore the finality and tragedy of the situation. Your heart, truly, is broken. But hey, at least you can trade one friend for another, right? Now that she's seen what you're willing to sacrifice her, surely Tirona will... Tirona? Ah, shit, at some point while you were distracted, she made a break for it. Now you're left with naught but a hefty fine and an ache in your chest where friendship used to be. Damn it! So maybe, like, these all lead to the bad end, right? We're gonna go to Tyzius and see if that's right. Fuck. God. I'm so bad. I'm so bad. Come on, let's go. I like the music, though. I really like this music. Okay, sorry. I'm tapping away. I'm not actually looking at the screen. All right, let's go. Let's do it. Come on. Oh, man. Okay, we're almost there. Almost there. All right, Tyzius. It's gotta be Tyzius. She runs a tight, if sleep-deprived, ship. You'll give it a good try. Fail to find anything useful, and Tirona will appreciate your attempt.
Tyzius, huh? Yeah, she's got that vibe to her, you know? She talks a lot about improving the justice system, and what kind of person does that, huh? A rebel sympathizer, that too! I mean, she ain't wrong. The Alternian justice system has worked just fine for hundreds of sweeps. The only person who ought to be proposing changes is Trizza herself. But obviously, there's nothing to change, or she'd have done it already. Anyway, this is Tizzy's door right over here. So why don't you start working your magic?
An idea comes to you. You start tapping away on your phone, much to Tirona's chagrin.
Hey, buddy. We're trying to break into someone's office. There's no time to play Flappy Talon Screecher.
Flappy Talon Screecher. You explain that you're looking up Tyzius on your phone to consolidate information and improve your chance of guessing her password.
Whoopsie, sorry, I'm just a little antsy here, I guess. Carry on.
Turning to the keypad, you start inputting your guesses. You try the birthday list on Tyzius' Twitter profile. Nope, even the name of her mate sprint doesn't work. Then something clicks. Everyone expects a long, complex password, right? You tried just 2 paltry digits instead. 69. Click. The light goes green and the door to her office slides open. Bingo. Feeling pretty chipper about your breaking and entering skills, you usher Tirona inside with an exaggerated bow. She cackles and skips right in, making her way over to a husk top sitting on Tysius' crowded desk. There's papers and old mugs lying around everywhere, and the rest of the room is about as disorganized as the desk, with towering stacks of books threatening to collapse if you so much as breathe wrong.
The Empire already monitors online communications, of course, but we've got tools for those sneaky sneaks who try to hide things off the cloud.
Sorry. Trolls have a cloud system. Interesting. Tirona produces a small device, bright red with gold axes, and plugs it into what appears to be a USB slot on the husk top. It wriggles upsettingly. Ooh, I don't like that.
I'll go through her files and start looking through all those books and folders, okay?
Or you start looking through all those. You offer a thumbs up and turn your attention to the absolutely massive pile of literature that is strewn throughout the office. You're not really giving it your full effort, hesitant to pry into Tysius' stuff, but you get the sense that she isn't hiding anything here anyway. Behind you, Tirona is clicking through folders on the husk top, the exasperation in her voice steadily growing.
Useless school feeding assignments, copies of court transcripts, a bunch of nudes.
A bunch of nudes! Okay.
It's all just normal teal stuff. There's nothing incriminating on here at all. Where is she hiding it?
Whoa, Tirona pulls away from the husk top and dives into the stack of books with the gusto of a small child in a ball pit, writhing through pages as quickly as she can. It isn't long before she gives up that pursuit too, emerging from the pile in a shower of loose pages.
I can't find any evidence of wrongdoings anywhere. No hidden folders on her husk top, no secret stash between these pages of a book, nothing.
She stomps back and forth, pacing around the room and scratching at her face absent-mindedly. Maybe there just isn't anything to find. Is that so bad?
Yes, if she's not bad, it's super bad. Look, see, I'm not big and I'm not strong, and even if I get a growth spurt when I'm older, it won't change that I don't like to fight. That's not what I'm cut out to do. I'm a thinker and a listener and a talker. Knowledge is power, and it's the only kind of power I'm good with. It's the only kind that'll keep me in the game. Everyone's gotta play nice and get off my case.
Oh, man.
Because they know I've always got the dirt.
What do you want?
But all those shifty, crafty teal jerks keep trying to hide all their secrets from me. I'm gonna be hooped if I can't get one over on them.
There's so much. I can't read this, man. Tirona yanks at her pigtails and slumps down against the wall, looking as frazzled as ever you've seen her. This calls for a pep talk. You sit down across from her and offer a gentle smile. You know where she's coming from. When you came here, you were a mess. You still kind of are. All you had was your guts, your mind, and your goofy charisma. I would not say charisma is my strong suit. You've been blundering your way across the planet, but somewhere in between all the blundering, you made friends. You gained skills. You figured out how to keep surviving, even when it seemed impossible. And if you can do it, she can too. Sure, she may not be as big and strong as she'd like. She won't always win. Sometimes there's going to be days like today where she doesn't succeed. But she's got the spark in her. You can see it. That tells you she'll be just fine as long as she keeps her head up and tries to hang in there. Tirona perks right up. Your motivational speech game is really on the ball lately.
Yeah, you're right. This might have been a bust, but I sure ain't. I've already got all the kinds of connections and pals and skills. I mean, the guy I run those errands for, he says I'm one of the smartest and cleverest teals he's ever met. And I'm really mature for my age, and
you never find out what else he says because you're interrupting the sci-fi whoosh of the office door opening as Tysius steps through. There's a long, awkward pause before she raises an eyebrow at Tirona. Now, just what in the hell are you two doing in my office? Tirona begins a stammering response, but Tysius jerks her head toward the door. Yeah, I'm gonna need to get out right now. She turns to you. Not you. You. We need to have a chat. Oh, okay. Tirona flashes you a terrified look before scurrying out of the room, door sliding shut behind her. Excuse me, while I drink more water, along with Tysius. Tysius glances at the door, then pulls you toward the most secluded corner of the room where books are piled so high they practically reach the ceiling. She speaks in a low, hushed whisper. A good idea, because you'd bet a troll buck or two that Tirona's listening outside the door. Hey, so that was some good thinking, texting me as soon as you got your palm lusk back. You shrug humbly. You're getting good at leveraging your bountiful stockade of friends. I wonder what she thinks I'm going to do to you. There's a lot of rumors about me. Most of them untrue. But when you look as tired as I do every day, trolls whisper. She chuckles lightly and takes a sip of water before sighing. I can't believe she thought I'd ever be dumb enough to keep incriminating documents in my office. She must be getting real desperate to prove herself. This is exactly my point. About how fucked up it is here. Everyone trying to climb over each other out of the muck and pull the rest down, like shell scuttlers in a seafood storage device. Poor girl. She thinks she's got everyone in the palm of her hand, but she's being played as much as any of the rest of us schmucks. Another sigh. You feel like sighing may as well be Tyzeus' second quirk. But you've already heard enough from me about all that. Go pretend I chewed you the fuck out or something. I need to reorganize all this shit now that she ruined my old system. Her office looks far better organized than it did when you walked in, actually, but you're not about to split hairs over it when Tyzeus just bailed you out of a potential disaster. You thank her, give her a quick hug, and then slip out of the office. Tirona nearly falls over herself, stumbling away from the door where she was clearly trying to listen in.
Whoa! You're here and still alive and in one piece! That must have been a real close one. You know what she does to people who cross her, right? Well, I'll give you a hint, pal. It starts with disembowelment and only gets worse from there, huh? How do you make it out?
Oh, you know, talking your way out of a jam. It's a total breeze. Tirona seems starry-eyed and impressed.
You sure do know how to handle yourself, especially for a weird alien. I think you and I ought to stick together. Technically, you don't owe me anything anymore, but us little people work best in numbers, yeah? You could use a friend like me.
You smile, basking in the now familiar glow of camaraderie. Yeah, you could use a friend like her. And you think she could use a friend like you, too. It's good to have the two-way there. You know, you did good. You did good, kid. That was something else. That was a bit of a longer episode. I apologize, but I fucked it up a lot of ways, didn't I? That was interesting. All the teals getting back together, getting the band back. Is Tirona the last teal then? Because there's like 4 of each color, right? So Tirona might... Is Tirona the last teal? Let's go back here. I realized halfway through the episode that if anyone watches Critical Role, the voice it clicked for me that Tirona's voice is it's just not like from the second season. Sam Riegel as his character. Oh man, I hurt my voice though between Gorgor, Tirona, and Tyzeus. Like it's just my voice is not up to snuff anymore. But yeah, that was a fun one. That was very interesting. I like that we got to see a lot of friends. We got to see Gorgor, we got to see Tyzeus, we got to hear Tagiri, I guess. Man, that was a fun one. That was a lot of fun. I really like that. I like that Tyzeus I love Tyzeus. I love Tyzeus so much. Tirona was fun. It's interesting seeing the trolls that are like all about the Empire. It's especially the ones that like love Trizza, and I guess that's a lot of teals. I don't know how Gorgor feels. We know Tyzeus doesn't like it, and we know Tagiri is all for the Empire, and Tirona is especially all for the Empire. That was a good one. That was a lot of fun. And if you guys liked it, make sure to hit the like button down below. Thank you for watching, everybody. That's the end of the book. We'll call that one there. We're doing good. I think we're having I'm having a good time. I hope you guys are having a good time. I like that people are watching my stuff and enjoying it because it makes me feel good. I'm glad you guys have been sticking with me for as long as you have. But thank you for watching, everybody. Like I said, click the like button if you liked it. Subscribe so you can keep up with my stuff. Do friends some videos every Friday, 1 p.m. Eastern time. Tell your friends about it. Show them this, whatever the fuck this episode was. And comment. Again, I encourage you to comment. Let me know what you guys think about what's going on, your thoughts on things. There's been speculative conversations I've been having with people who just like the video, people leaving nice comments, which I very much enjoy. And like I said, I've been trying to keep up with this. Let me know what you guys think I should play after Friendsim, assuming Hiveswap Act 2 isn't out by the time Friendsim is done. I don't have anything to play afterwards. I don't have any ideas. So if you guys have any ideas of what you would like to see me play after Friendsim is done, because we're still trekking along with this, let me know, and I will definitely take into consideration any games you guys would like to see me watch. But thanks for watching, everybody, and hope you liked it, I'll see you next time. Later.